Can you believe it? No, like you're here. Now. And so are they. Like this wasn't a sure thing. It literally wasn't a sure thing. I mean, this was a sure thing. You were not a sure thing. Right? But they're here. Like all of them. You didn't have to send I love you, but not as much as when I first sent the invite to you card to disinvite like 2/3 of the room. That's a blessing. That's a huge blessing that God has given you today.
And then Chris and Ashley met. And Ash came up to visit me for the weekend, and we went over to Chris's place for one of those infamous game nights I mentioned earlier, and the rest was pretty much history. I mean it. We walked in, and I left, and then 45 minutes later I came back, and Chris had his arm around her. And by the end of the night, he was secretly texting me, so, hey, can you tell me more about Ashley? Like, what's her number? I gotta know more. And they've been together ever since. And I always like to joke with Ashley and Chris that I get relationship credit, I made this happen, but really, I didn't do anything but open the front door. To know their individual quirky personalities is to know that they are made for each other. And Chris, I genuinely cannot think of anybody better to love my best friend and sister for the rest of her life. And I cannot wait to kick you out of your side of the bed when I come over for sleepovers.
We've been mischief makers together since the very start. I remember we used to be referred to as two peas in a pod. Growing up, having a best friend as a cousin was awesome because I could see him at every family event, and it's great to see him at holidays as well. It felt like we were always plotting our next sleepover and making up new games that somehow ended up with a broken light bulb. Sorry, Dad. But Chris and I weren't always troublemakers. We actually tried to help clean up his parents' living room once, but Chris and I thought we'd clean the TV, and we cleaned it so well it never turned back on, so I think we did a good job.
But like love had its beginning April 6th, 2018. I learned this by reading the page. There was supposed to be a relaxing evening watching movies, not falling in love, no control. And so one of the things I do when we're marriage counseling is I ask questions to kind of prepare for the marriage. And so I asked you both, what was the first thing you noticed about him or her? And did you read each other's answers? You should have.
I was not supposed to.
They were good. What was the first thing? And Ashley, oh my goodness. Let's take a look together.
Oh.
His contagious smile. His bright blue eyes. It drew me in. Now, Chris, I'm going to give you a moment. We can edit this if you want to.
Oh, no, it's good.
Are you sure you want me to say that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Great.
So I asked Chris, what was the first thing you noticed about her? Wow. She's as white as a ghost.
Not today. Not today.
Guys, there's a very important parenthetical statement. He wrote it right here. It says, in a cute way.
As I look at my daughter, Ashley, I can't help to reflect on all the years I was lucky enough to watch her grow and become the beautiful woman she is today. She's my little girl, my favorite daughter, and no matter what her age, she's always those things to me. Although it's overwhelming to give my daughter away, it is satisfying to know that she's marrying one great guy, Christopher. I'm filled with pride, and I am confident that Ashley and Christopher are about to embark on a beautiful journey filled with love, happiness that can only come as man and wife. May the two of you always treat each other with love, compassion, and kindness. May God continue to bless Ashley and Christopher and grant them health, safety, love, and happiness all the days of their life.
Yeah, we were certain that they were going to get married, right? We didn't know how many of us were going to be invited, right? It may have been just 5 or 6 people, but it all worked out and we're all here now. So that was one certainty. We were also very certain that these two newlyweds have a very deep bench of help and excellent role models, their friends and their family, to help them become the husband and wife that they truly want to be. So thank you all for being here for that. To the newlyweds, may you forever find certainty in the love you have for each other and security in the love of God. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing you to Mr. and Mrs. Christopher and Ashley Phillips.